Hi friends. Welcome to Mystery Mirror and I am Mrs. Green. Friends, have you ever thought that what if we lived on Mars? What would life on Mars look like? Would we be able to live on the surface, or have to hide underground from all the solar radiation Mars gets exposed to? Would we be able to terraform it? Let me first tell you some interesting things about Mars. Mars is the fourth planet from the Sun, also known as Red Planet. It is last inner planet named after Roman god of war. Mars has two moons, Phobos and Deimos. It's also home to the largest recorded mountain in the solar system, and the largest recorded dust storms. Mars and the Earth have about the same amount of land mass. Mars gets its distinctive red color from iron-rich minerals covering its surface. The temperature on Mars can fall to a low of -153 degrees Celsius, -225 degrees Fahrenheit, and rise to a high of 20 degrees Celsius, 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Various discoveries throughout the years suggest that Mars may have had life at some point. Scientists have also found evidence of water and other necessities for human life present on the planet. However, these ancient oceans would provide around 1% of the water present in Earth's oceans. There are other features of Earth which also used to be present on Mars. There is evidence that Mars used to have polar ice caps. So, what would happen if we fled to the Red Planet? Amazing fact. Even if you jumped into the fastest spacecraft ever launched from Earth, getting there would take anywhere from 40 days to 9.5 months, depending on the position of the planets. And after all that time in space, you'd finally see dry and lifeless Mars on the horizon. But would you be able to survive there? What would you need to survive on Mars anyway? Friends, first off, you'd have to figure out how to produce oxygen to breathe. The Martian atmosphere is very thin, and it's 95% carbon dioxide. You wouldn't be able to just bring all the oxygen you'd need to survive, but you could extract it from the CO2 with machines like NASA's MOXIE. Not only would that provide you and other Martian settlers with breathable air, but also supply you with liquid oxygen propellant. That's the stuff you'd need to lift a rocket off Mars, in case you decided to return to Earth. There is no soil on Mars to grow food in. Instead, you'd use hydroponics, cultivating your crops in a mineral and nutrient solution, no soil required. Of course, without running water on the surface, your colony would only be able to grow about 20% of the food you'd need. The rest of it you'd have shipped in from Earth. But don't expect fresh meat, all your food would come dried. Now the question arises, where do we live? Along with the other settlers, you'd probably live in inflatable pressurized buildings. But it's more likely that you'd go underground. Because Mars has no global geomagnetic field, and since its atmosphere is so thin, radiation levels in the orbit above Mars are 2.5 times higher than at the International Space Station. That is too much solar radiation for humans to bear. Forget about sun tanning. The sun would appear just half as big as it does from Earth. And if you want to go outside and return alive, you'd need a spacesuit to make up for the near-absent atmospheric pressure and to block radiation. Friends, your suit would also keep you warm, which is important because temperatures on Mars are very low. The coldest winter on Earth is paradise compared to the average Martian winter. Temperatures would be as low as -55 degrees Celsius, -67 degrees Fahrenheit. Even colder at the poles, where the temperatures can drop to a freezing -153 degrees Celsius, 243 degrees Fahrenheit. A day on Mars is just 40 minutes longer than a day on Earth. A year on Mars would be almost twice as long, though. If you lived in the Northern Hemisphere, you'd enjoy 7 months of spring and 6 months of summer. Then there would be a 5 months long autumn and another 4 months of winter. It's mind-blowing information. And not only are the temperatures there low, they also can change dramatically within a week. These variations often result in powerful dust storms. They wouldn't harm you, but would clog all your electronics. FaceTiming with somebody from home would be next to impossible, because whatever you say would take about 15 minutes to get to Earth. Remember too, that the gravity on Mars is about 1/3 of the Earth's. You'd need to learn how to walk again. Still want to move to the red planet? Well, your best bet is to wait until the first human colonies head there to terraform the planet, to make it just like the one they came from. Friends, they'd import ammonia ice from the atmospheres of other planets to heat Mars up a little. The heat would convert the dry ice at the Martian North Pole into gas and give the planet an atmosphere. Still unbreathable for us, but at least it would be enough to create atmospheric pressure so that you could finally take off your spacesuit. Then they'd extract water from the vast reserves of water ice locked away beneath the Mars surface. Water vapor would make the atmosphere thicker and thicker. Eventually, you'd see it raining and snowing on Mars. And after maybe 1,000 years, there'd be enough oxygen for humans to breathe. The planet re-engineering would be complete. Is living on Mars is something you'd like to try? Or would you rather preserve what we have here on Earth? Friends, this much of mind-blowing information in this video. Till then, bye and take care.